In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can play Fallout 4 on your Mac. The first thing we need to do is to download an application called Crossover. Crossover is responsible for translating Windows commands into Mac commands. To download it, we first want to open our web browser, and you want to go to codeweavers.com, and I'll leave this linked in the description below. From here, you want to select Crossover in the top navigation bar, and inside the Crossover page, you want to scroll down, and you want to select Free Trial. Now you want to scroll down again, and you want to make sure you selected macOS, and then you want to enter in your name and email address, and select Download Trial Now, which will download the Crossover application to your Mac. Now we've downloaded Crossover, I do want to talk about how pricing works. So once you're on the Crossover page, you want to scroll down, and then you want to select Buy Now. Once you're on the purchase page, you want to scroll down again, and you'll see three versions of Crossover. The first one is Crossover Free, which is the 14-day trial we just downloaded. The second version is Crossover Plus, and that's the paid version of Crossover. Now it's important to note that this is not a subscription, and instead you are paying for 12 months of support. So once that support has ended, you'll still be able to play Crossover as you normally would, but you'll no longer receive new updates. So if you want to keep receiving them, you'll need to purchase another 12 months of support. Now we have Crossover downloaded to our Mac, we just need to go ahead and install it. So to do that, you simply want to drag and drop the Crossover application inside of your applications folder. And once it's been copied inside of your applications folder, you just want to go ahead and open it up. Because it's our first time, you'll see this message, so you want to select Open. When you open it for the first time, you'll see your trial information, and this will be 14 days. So you want to select Try Now. However, if you've already purchased a license, you want to select Unlock with Purchase Info, and then you want to enter in your CodeWeavers account details here, and select Unlock. And when Crossover opens, it will look like this. Now we just need to install Fallout 4. So to do this, we first want to install the platform that we already own Fallout 4 on. So for the example of this video, it's going to be Steam. So right here, it's saying Crossover will install Steam into a new Windows 10 bottle. A bottle is an isolated container where all of the system files and dependencies are going to be stored to run Fallout 4 or any other game of your choice. This isolated bottle is going to be separate from the system files on your Mac. So once we're ready, you want to click Install, and this will begin installing the Steam bottle along with its dependencies. For example, this pop-up here is one of the dependencies, so we're just going to install it by following the step-by-step instructions. Eventually, the Steam setup window will appear, so again you just want to follow the step-by-step instructions to install it, just as you would on a Windows PC. Eventually, the Steam login page will open, so you just want to go ahead and log into your Steam account, just as you normally would. Eventually, the Windows version of Steam will open, and it will look like this. So now we've installed Steam to our Mac, we just need to go ahead and install Fallout 4. So to do this, we want to head over to our library, and then we just want to search for Fallout, and then you want to go ahead and install it, just as you normally would on a Windows PC. So now we've downloaded Fallout 4, we just want to go ahead and click on play, and that's going to install some other dependencies to go along with it, so you just want to wait for that to finish. When it opens for the first time, you see the detecting hardware information screen, so you want to select OK. And if you want to, you can go into options, and you can change your video settings here. However, we're going to leave them as they are, and we're going to select play. So as you can see, we have successfully booted up Fallout 4, and we can start playing it just as we normally would. And that's it. So if this video is helpful, please leave a like, and if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below.